It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Come on, 180! Mike is 59, Mike to 59. I don't think you've got it, son. Red, up. What's the edge? Check 13, check 13.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Rip left, rip left.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
180! Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
Red, up.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
I got him.
Hey, high 7.
Now on 2nd and 13, Trubisky. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Interception, baby.
Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
All day, dog.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check, 59. Man, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Lock in. Red, up.
59.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 6 yards in the first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Mike's 50.
Hey, 18.
Run it.
Hey, ball.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
On first down, Trubisky going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Taylor Gabriel there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
Alert!
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Mike, check. 59. Blue down.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
I'm going back to you.
Hey, 18. Hey, Haywood.
Mike's 59.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A Chicago 1st down. The former Jag, Allen Robinson, on the catch from Trubisky.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Now watch one.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
Alert.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Bears nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ricky. Check.
Hey, ball. Red, touch.
Mike, check. 59. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now Trubisky to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Red, touch.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Watch the slant. Motion.
18.
Now it's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. He's at the 30. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Bears 14, Bears nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Staying open. Staying open.
On second down now. It's Cohen, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Mike, 58, right there.
Get ready. Get ready.
Throwing here, Trubisky. It's his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Orbit.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. CD, while we have a quick second here, I want to give a shout-out to 3 teams who have struggled mightily this year, who all got wins in Week 12. The Dolphins, the Redskins, and for their first win of the season, the Bengals.
How about you? I love your empathy, right? You hate to see teams struggle like this. Hate to see teams that are down. And when they get wins, you come with a little bounce, don't you? You got a little extra spring in your step. Those Bengals, and they beat the Jets, who at the time were hot, right? They won 3 in a row. How about Washington? That win over Carolina, and then, of course, the Dolphins. No one really saw that coming. Their win over Philadelphia, even though it was at home. Could those wins for those teams be the death knell for the teams that lost? The Jets, we're not going to talk about them anymore. Carolina, they still thought maybe a late run could put them in the playoff race in the NFC South. And then how about Philadelphia? But they're not out of it.
No.
They still control their destiny. If they win out, they go 9-7 and win the NFC East.
Yeah, because they're just 1 game back of 6-6 Dallas.
Mike, check, 59.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here live at the 44-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Heavy on the edges.
Big edge.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Alert.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 3rd down. The 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
44 is the mic.
Alert.
Here we go.
44.
Hey, Delta.
44. Bandit. 44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check.
Rabbit.
Now Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too? That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Let's go.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Check 59.
Here's Trubisky. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Put up! 180! 58 to Mike! Hey, keep it up! Keep it up!
Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Let's go, D.
Under 10. Red, up! 10. Motion, motion, motion. Blue.
58, right over there.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. Target.
Hey, Foxtrot. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Here I come. Hey, 58 is the Mike.
Now it's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick 6. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Well, partner, Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all gone. And now if you look at the top 4 seeds right now as we hit, is it the quarter pole or the three-quarter pole?
It is the quarter pole, and we get to thank our NFL reporter, Randy Moss, who also has a great background in the sport of kings, for letting us know that's one of the most misused terms in that sport. It is the quarter pole, right? What are they headed for the home stretch, is what he also said about it. I can't wait to see how this thing ends.
Well, we got New England and Baltimore, the top 2 seeds in the AFC, Seattle and New Orleans in the NFC. You think it stays that way at the end?
I think it's going to be a heck of a battle. I think Baltimore, yes. New England's going to get a battle.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. CD, with that incompletion, let's look at some of the big games week 13. So these are ones that our crew probably think of the biggest 4. Let's rank them 1 to 4 as far as how big they are and what they mean. Baltimore at Buffalo, San Fran at New Orleans, KC at New England, Seattle at the Rams. How would you rank those? What do you think?
Well, this is going to sound self-serving since I'm working San Francisco and New Orleans, but to me that's the number 1 game because the number 1 seed in the NFC will be determined that week. For that moment, okay? The winner of that becomes the number 1 seed. I think the number 2 game, Seattle at the Rams, because Seattle's trying to maintain pace with San Francisco or become the number 1 team in the NFC West, and the Rams have to have it if they have any designs on making the playoffs. The number 3 game, Baltimore at Buffalo. Buffalo's announced its presence, that big win on Thanksgiving Day over Dallas, but Baltimore's the hottest team, the best. How is that the number 4 game?
I know.
Hard to believe, but it is in this instance.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
General West.
I'm coming after you. Shit. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Get in the weight room.
Trubisky will throw. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, 64 yards as the Bears push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 3rd down, Trubisky. He finds Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike, check. Alert. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
18. Mike's 59.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Roquan Smith, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here comes Cohen. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bears take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Buster Screen. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Alert!
Buzz!
Mike's 59! Mike's 59! Woo-hoo!
He'll drop to throw. Looking deep for Gabriel. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 54 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down.
Alert! Here we go, G. Check the blue. Hey, ball.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike's at 59.
Don't get nervous.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Switch. Alert.
A gain of 5 brings up.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So in the Bear territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Mike, check. 59.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
I'm coming after you. 59.
Fourth down. Here's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Chicago.
Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there. 58, boys, 58.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Lock in.
Back to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hatchet.
They'll set up to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Mike, 59. Alert.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Hey, Echo.
Now Trubisky on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Lock in, lock in.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Trubisky to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Khalil Mack. And it looks like the Bears are going to win the football game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
180! I got him! It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. No, 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 off, off, off. Alert, 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 alert.
58, right over there.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Trubisky now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
58 to Mike, 58.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Watch the run, watch the run. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Now Trubisky. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.